Tom, you had a question.
Yeah, it's a couple of parts. Having never done one, some basic questions.
Sure.
Where does the shadow jury sit? Are they in the courtroom, or is there a video feed remotely? How much does it cost generally? And I'll stop there.
Well, you can talk to Peter about cost. He sets all of our rates.
Well,
as far as, well, Jack, I'm sure you could talk about some of the costs as well, and others if you've done it. But as far as the logistics, to start there, we matched the veneer. So we'll if we were in Camden doing a 7-month shadow jury, just came out of one where the jury every day for 7 months showed up and sat in the audience. Watch the trial just as any public citizen can do. And then after every day, we would remove them, interview them, and then go back to the lawyers and say, hey, here's what the jurors said today about witness X, Y, or Z. They like this, they didn't understand that, and help them strategize for the next day. The jury actually, the first day, we have hundreds of jurors sitting in a room across the courthouse, and once we select the jury, we call over and say, all right, we need 3 African Americans, 4 ladies, 2 men. We have already deselected the jury to match the jury pool, and then we just bring them over.
And you don't have to disclose to the judge or to the parties that the people in the audience are not simply members of the public?
Yeah, that's a great question, and we'll talk, maybe the panel can answer how they've dealt with that, and Arturo and I talked about that offline as well, of, how do you do this logistically? Do you disclose it? Do you not disclose it?
Right, it's always a walk on eggshells in that aspect, because of the fact that you have to worry, because that information the judge may want to know. It's I'm not going to allow it right off the bat, or no, that's and they obviously will have to tell the plaintiffs and disclose it to them. The plaintiffs then will be asking for information, and then it just gets very sticky sometimes. But depending on the type of case, especially if you have a high profile case, some judges may warrant it.